Hey folks, welcome back to Building the Bruce. Today we got some videos of me operating my friend Martin's backhoe for the first time. And he was alongside of me, giving me instructions and basically telling me or showing me the best way to dig out some stumps. I have operated excavating equipment, smaller stuff like minis up to about an 8-ton excavator, but never had the chance to run a backhoe. So this kind of leads into what's going on up north because we are is slowly closing in on the point where we're going to be finished cutting trees, and the next step possibly is to do some gravel work and moving some landscaping rocks around and digging stumps from some of the trees that we've cut. So there's a discussion about what is the right piece of equipment to have up there. Now Martin has been operating backhoes since he retired, and this is his second. This is a Case Construction King L Super, I believe that's what it is, with a extendable hoe on the back. And this machine's got about almost 8,000 hours on it, and it has done a lot of work. And Martin himself has, around where I live, just about everybody has had Martin over at some point to either put in a cistern or do a septic repair or some waterproofing. He's dug holes for lots of pools and buried cows, and he's just countless and countless jobs he's done with this machine. So when he offered it up as a learning teaching experience, I didn't pass up on the offer. So one thing that you'll notice in the video is that it's moving fast, and it's been sped up like 20 times in the editing. And I think if I didn't do that, it would be painful to watch, because when you come from an excavator and move to a backhoe, the controls, it's just not the same pattern. And I know on the newer machines you can select your pattern. On this age of backhoe, we couldn't select the pattern, so I went from something that I had some muscle memory of to every motion initially had to be thought about before I started to gain any real rhythm to it. But yeah, Martin was great as always. He's really patient. He just let me make mistakes and fool around, and learning how to dig out stumps is probably a really safe way to do that. You can't hurt too much. If you dig too deep, you just fill the hole back in. So it was a great day, really. I dug out 3 stumps. The first one came out, within minutes it came out. It was pretty rotten. And then we backfilled that and moved on to a walnut, a little larger walnut. And that's when I started to feel like my rhythm was starting to come. I wasn't making so many mistakes, and I didn't have to think about the controls quite as much. And then by the time I got to the third stump, which was it was enormous. I can't believe how much power is in this machine to be able to dig something like that out. But by the time I got to the third things were going better. So, like always, a big thanks to Martin. I mean, he's just happy to share what he knows and the tricks that he has learned over the years. And he just offers up his equipment like, hey, hop on and dig some stumps, have some fun, basically. So not too many times do you get that opportunity to do something like that. And certainly I learned a lot that day. We are, trying to figure out the best piece of equipment for the Bruce. There is a discussion between a dedicated backhoe or a backhoe for the tractor as an attachment, and I certainly know that there is a big difference between those two pieces of equipment. The difference is, though, I already own the tractor, so a backhoe attachment would be a lot cheaper of an investment than outright buying a second piece of equipment like this. That realistically I won't be able to get up there, nearly as much as I would want to be able to, I think, utilize that, or maybe even get the value out of it, unless I could find something that was an exceptional deal, the right place at the right time for a piece of equipment, like a backhoe. But that's still something that we're figuring out. So, maybe we'll get some clarity for that down the road. But for now, I guess just enjoy me making mistakes and going through the learning process. Like I said, a big part of why this seems to be going so smooth and why I look so fluid is because it's sped up. If this was real time, it would be painful to watch. But yeah, great teacher. Like I said, a guy who's been doing it for 30 plus years, and that is probably the best person to learn from. So anyhow, I hope you enjoy the video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.